If you're following along on the agenda, you'll see that I'm on item 2, approval of the agenda. But before doing that, we have a couple of changes. We've deleted item 4.2 and we've deleted item 7.5. And so with that, colleagues, I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by
Second.
Mr. Heinley, second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. We have no recognitions this evening, but we do have in Section 4 some administrative personnel appointments. And so 4.1 is the appointment of the principal at Davidson Middle School recommended by Superintendent Chambers. Superintendent.
Thank you, Dr. White and School Board. I do want to say a little bit differently tonight. When you see two people being appointed and you see the number of people here, I know to this board, to myself, it makes such a huge difference. I do want to say to see Crestview High School here for their feeder principal, that shows leadership, and it just makes me very proud. And I want to bring to you Miss Laura King. Ms. King is originally from Jacksonville, North Carolina. She graduated from the University of North Carolina at Charlotte in 2001 with a bachelor's degree in elementary education. She went on to earn a master's degree in educational leadership from the University of West Florida in 2014 and a specialist degree in curriculum instruction in 2016. Her teaching career began in 2001 in North Carolina with the Charlotte Mecklenburg School System. After relocating to Goldsboro, North Carolina, she spent 3 years teaching second and third grade. In 2004, Ms. King married her husband, Samuel King Jr., and the couple moved to Okaloosa County in 2005. Since then, she has been fortunate to teach at Oak Hill Elementary, Valparaiso Elementary, and Riverside Elementary. She's also served for 2 years as the assistant principal at Plough Elementary under the leadership of Tammy Matz. Since May 2021, she has been honored to serve as assistant principal at Davidson Middle School under the leadership of Ms. Holly Tu. And I bring before you Ms. Laura King.
Thank you, sir. I need a motion.
Dr. White, I will be honored to make that motion for Laura King to be principal at Davidson Middle School.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0, and congratulations.
I want to thank Superintendent Chambers and the school board for this opportunity and their belief in me as I begin this new chapter. The Air Force brought my husband and me to Florida 20 years ago, and we never looked back. We were both blessed with jobs that bring us joy every day, and the Emerald Coast has become our home. My parents are here tonight from North Carolina, which means the world to me. Without the loving support of both my husband and parents, I would not be the educator that I am today. I am also very thankful for the support of my friends, colleagues, and mentors. Over the last 6 years, 2 very special women have been instrumental in my development as an administrator. Both Tammy Matz and Holly Tu have graciously poured into me over the years and helped to create the leader you see before you today. Looking forward, I'm excited about continuing to strengthen and fortify the Davidson Village that Ms. Tu, Ms. Rushmeyer, and I have been cultivating over the past 2 years. I am so thankful for the opportunity to continue serving the DMS Village, and I can't wait to see what we achieve over the next year as we continue to grow together. Go Panthers.
Are we doing this, or are we going in?
All right, you can't have one table on the line. You gotta have them on the line. So you guys squish in. Squish in behind. Taller people in the back. back, but we gotta switch in a little bit. And also, this camera right here, if your face can't see that camera, then that camera can't see your face. If you have anywhere in there, we just have to take a security camera photo. Ben's always around.
Okay, I'm gonna take a bunch, so just keep smiling. Here we go. I'm gonna play tall here. Perfect. Do one more. Perfect. Thank you.
All right, folks, we have one more appointment, and then I'll give a brief recess. All right, and so that takes us to item 4.3, and that will be the appointment of Assistant Principal to 10-month at Elliott Point Elementary School, recommended by Superintendent Chambers.
Thank you, Dr. White. School Board, I bring before you Miss Eva Ratley. Miss Ratley was born into a military family with her father serving as a lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army. She graduated from Texas State University with her bachelor's degree in elementary education. Her teaching career has spanned 2 decades and multiple countries, where she has taught students from pre-K through 5th grade. After relocating with her family to Okaloosa County in 2010, she began working at Lewis School. She's proud that her 3 children, Jack, Grace, and Mitchell, are products of the Okaloosa County school system. In 2024, Ms. Ratley earned her master's in educational leadership from the University of West Florida and transitioned into the role of Dean of Students at Lewis. And it's nice to see her son, who's with her here today as well. Ms. Ratley.
Thank you, sir. Need a motion?
So moved.
Motion by Ms. Evanchek,
I'll second.
second by Mr. Destin. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Congratulations.
I want to begin by expressing my sincere gratitude to the board and to Mr. Chambers for entrusting me with this incredible opportunity. It's truly an honor, and I'm both humbled and excited to step into this new role as assistant principal at Elliott Point Elementary School. I'd like to take a moment to recognize some very important people in my life who have served as role models and mentors along my journey to school leadership. Mr. Fantasky, Dr. Driver, Mrs. Smith, Dr. Chapman, Jordan Berry, and Amy Morgan, thank you for believing in me, challenging me, and providing me with opportunities to grow during my time at Lewis. I would not be standing here tonight without each of you. To my children, Jack, Grace, and Mitchell, and to my friends, thank you for being my constant cheerleaders. Your love and encouragement mean the world to me. And to my Falcon family, it's been a privilege to work alongside each of you. I'm grateful for your friendships, laughter, and the unwavering support you've given me throughout my years at Lewis. And to Mr. Nuss and my new Elliott Point family, I'm thrilled about becoming a part of your team. I look forward to learning from you, partnering with you, and continuing the incredible work already happening on your campus. I can't wait to see what we accomplish together. Go Eagles.
Get in between my hands. Get rid of it.
Trying. Gotta watch the news.
I can't see you, so kind of like see the window. There we go. All right, I'm gonna take a bunch, so you'll just keep smiling. Here we go. This way. All right, I'm gonna play tall. Perfect, thank you.
All right, this is where I call for a 2-minute recess if you want to clear the building.
Okay, I'm out.
All right, so we'll go ahead and call the meeting back into order. And so we are now at Section 5, public comment for items on the agenda. Ms. Mary, I don't think there are any blue cards. All right, very good, thank you. All right, Section 6, committee and staff reports. We have 3 items. Those are information only, in-county travel, out-of-county travel, and then updates to the school health plan. And then we go to consent agenda. 7.1 is the approval of the consent agenda, and so I need a motion.
I'll move it.
Motion by Ms. Evancheck.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. All right, colleagues, now you got to scroll way down because there were like 50 items there that we went through this morning. All right, here we are. Section 8, Superintendent's Human Resources Recommendations. 8.1 and 8.2 are information-only items. 8.3 is an action item. Administrative, managerial, and professional technical personnel recommendations for the 25-26 school year, presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley.
Second.
Second by Ms. Evancheck. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.4, cleared certification requirements and issuance of contracts for the 25-26 school year, presented by Ms. Duran and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.5, employment separations, presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.6, personnel recommendations by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Destin.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.7, employee transfers presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.8, employee suspension presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.9, reinstatement reimbursement of sick leave due to line of duty illness, injury, medical examination presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
I'll move it.
Motion by Ms. Ivanchek.
Second.
Second by Mr. Bryant. Any discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 8.10, leave without pay presented by Dr. Hale and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Mr. Heinley. Any discussion? Seeing none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Takes us to discussion. There were no items moved there. Section 10, construction program owners representatives business. Mr. Heinley, I think you said you would have a report maybe next time?
At the next meeting, correct.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right, we have about 3 action items here. No, 4. So here we go. All right, 10.2, authorization for professional services for CMI price validation for TPM program number 6, task orders and scope modifications presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Heinley.
Second.
Second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 10.3, TPM program number 6, task order number 37, scope mod number 2, GMP for sales tax HVAC project at Niceville High School, presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Mr. Destin. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 10.4, TPM program number 6, task order number 38, scope modification number 1, GMP for district-wide fine and performing arts at Crestview High School band room addition, presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
Second.
Second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion?
Yes, Dr. White, I would just like to recognize our band director from Crestview High School who's here and obviously in support of this thing we're voting on tonight.
I saw Dr. Dunn and I saw the smile on his face when yeah, okay. All right. So we vote on that item?
We haven't
No.
voted yet.
Yeah,
No.
we just had some discussion.
Yeah.
All right, so any more discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Big smile. That motion passes 5-0. 10.5, TPM program number 6, task order number 39, scope mod number 2, district-wide parking and paving at Crestview High School parking reconfiguration project and Meigs Middle School, presented by Dr. Smith and recommended by the superintendent.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Bryant.
I second it.
Second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion?
Yes, Dr. White, I would also like to recognize the principal of Crestview High School, Miss Victoria Hayden, is here in support of this item. And I know we've talked about this for many, many, many years, and it's great to see it's finally happening, it's especially where it's at now, where people can see it from the front. So thank you for being here tonight.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. I know you spoke about it today, too, at the workshop.
Yeah, I said, please be patient. Please be patient.
Yes, sir. Any other discussion? All right, being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. All right, Mr. Attorney, your business, sir.
No report tonight.
All right, Superintendent, your business.
Nothing further tonight.
Yes, sir. All right, so Section 13, Board Members' Announcements. We do have a couple of action items here tonight. So we'll start with 13.1, designation of a school board member to serve as the advocacy representative and alternate on the Florida School Boards Association.
I make a motion for Tim Bryant to take that role,
I second it.
and the
Yeah.
alternate to be Parker Destin.
Okay, can we combine motions in this case? Yes, sir. All right, so we have a motion for Mr. Bryant and Mr. Destin. Any discussion?
I think they'll both be great.
Okay, all right. All right, so in that case, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 13.2, appointments to the Okaloosa County Value Adjustment Board.
Dr. White, I would recommend Linda Vancheck continue to serve as our representative with Parker Destin as an alternate.
All right. So we have a motion. I need a second.
Second?
Second by Mr. Hindley. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. 13.3 is a school board member travel request. This is an action item, so I need a motion.
So moved.
Motion by Mr. Destin.
Second.
Second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion?
Remind me what this is, Mr. Bryant?
So this is the Federal Advocacy Conference in Washington, D.C. I will be serving as the past president for the Florida School Boards Association. Just so y'all know, over the last 3 years, the Florida School Boards Association has paid for all my travel, which has been at no cost to the district. I felt as previous past presidents have in the past, attending this particular conference in support of not only of our state organization, but the person who is now serving as president. But any travel outside of the state of Florida, in my position, it does have to go through the school board of our for approval for me to go.
Sure. I think it's great, yeah.
No, you did great work at that association, so
Yeah,
definitely.
absolutely.
But just so you know, as I continue to serve as past president, any travel within the state of Florida, the Florida School Boards Association pays for my travel.
Yes, sir. Any further discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Mr. Chairman?
Yes, ma'am.
Back on the value adjustment board that I'm doing, there's also a business representative. Mike Carroll's been doing that. I didn't know if that was something we have to do. So we didn't do that, right? So we need to go back and do that.
So I'll amend my motion to, if this is appropriate for me to amend the motion. Let's just make a separate
Yeah.
motion. Okay. Then I make a motion that we allow Mike Carroll to continue to serve as the.
Motion by Mr. Bryant,
I'll second that.
second by Ms. Ivanchek. Any discussion? There's none, so let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0. Okay? And then that takes us down to 13.4, board members' announcements and requests for information. Mr. Hindley.
No further report tonight.
Thank you, sir. Ms. Ivanchek.
Nothing new, no.
All right, Mr. Bryant.
Nothing.
Okay, Mr. Destin.
Only one small thing. I've been appointed to be a member of the Northwest Florida Pensacola 250th Declaration Committee. So we're putting together a whole lot of interesting things over the next year to showcase the 250th anniversary of the signing of the Declaration. And they are looking for community partners. And what I think it would be good for the district to join up as a partner. It does not commit us to anything, but it does put us probably in a place where we may be accepting of some very interesting opportunities for some of the folks from Florida Public Archaeology Network, some of the folks from the Florida Historic Trust to perhaps come to the schools and bring 3D items, paper documents, everything that they can get their hands on to sort of connect Okaloosa County students with their own history during the Revolution here in Northwest Florida. And I just wanted to get a consensus from my fellow board members before I went out there and publicly said, hey, we think that the district would like to be a partner with you.
Well, and that's my question. And,
Yeah.
and you said it there at the very end. I wasn't sure if this was something for the school board as an entity or if it was for the school district to participate in. Which is it? All the above?
All of the above.
Okay. And in that case, I'm not sure, perhaps you've already had discussions with the superintendent?
We have.
Okay. And so normally, Mr. McInnes, this comes forward as an item on the agenda with a recommendation. Where are we at with that?
I think Mr. Destin simply is asking for a clearance by the board tonight to participate. The superintendent, as I understand it, has given his nod to that, so he's just asking for the board to say, are you okay that he let them know we'd like to be a partner in the history celebration?
That sounds like the recommendation of the superintendent.
And there's, as I understand, there's no money being spent in regard to
I
that.
understand. Okay. All right, so in that case then, Mr. Destin, are you phrasing that in terms of a motion?
I hadn't, but I will be happy to put it into a motion so we can make it official.
That's,
So
I think
moved.
that's what you're asking for, right?
Yes, sir.
You want a consensus or basically a vote?
That'd be fine.
So in that case, we have a motion by Mr. Destin. Looking for a second.
I'll second it.
Second by Ms. Vancheck. Okay, any further discussion?
Highly supported, Mr. Diston.
I think that's great. And is this under the governor's initiative?
Yes, we're going to be a subgroup, basically. The governor's initiatives at the state level. There's also a 250th committee at the national level, and this is the regional level.
That's great, yeah,
Yeah.
because we're about on that year mark coming up.
Yeah, we're scrambling, making sure that we can get everything put into place.
All right,
Great.
so that gives you the signed, sealed, and delivered. that
It
you
does.
need.
It would. I appreciate that. Do we need to actually have a
Oh,
vote?
yeah, we do. We want to
yeah,
vote.
let's vote.
All right, so any further discussion? Being none, let's vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carries 5-0.
Fellow board members, Chairman, thank you. Superintendent, thank
That's
you.
going to be great.
Yep. All right, so then that takes us to section 14, public comment. I don't believe there are any yellow cards. Okay. All right, and so, Mr. McInnes, anything further? All right, Superintendent, you're all good with your staff? Okay, this meeting is adjourned.